This is a story about a brave and curious bunny who lived in a little house at the end of a rainbow. Her name was Lila, and she had a big heart full of courage and kindness. Her soft and fluffy fur was as white as snow, and her eyes sparkled like stars in the night sky. Every day, Lila would hop around her meadow home, sniffing flowers, chasing butterflies, and playing with her friends. But she always looked up at the sky with wonder and dreamed of exploring the world beyond her meadow. One day, as Lila was playing in the warm sunshine of her meadow, she noticed something magical in the sky. A glowing rainbow bridge arched across the clouds, inviting her to come and go as she pleased. As she stood there, mesmerized by its beauty, the bridge shimmered and beckoned her closer. Excited, Lila hopped onto the bridge and felt its soft glow light up her paws with every step she took. When she reached the other side, the bridge vanished, leaving Lila all alone in a strange and wonderful place. She found herself in a land filled with floating balloons, dancing animals, singing rivers, and mountains with smiling faces everywhere. All around her were signs pointing to places with funny names like Giggle Grove and the River of Mirth. And as she walked further into this enchanting land, she could hear the sound of happy laughter carried on the breeze. But then she noticed something strange. As she turned towards the sound of laughter, she saw that no one was there to be seen. The river seemed to be laughing all by itself, and the trees rustled with mirth, as if they were sharing a secret joke. Feeling a little scared now, Lila hopped along, trying to find someone to ask what was going on, and after a while, she came across a clearing where a magical clown was sitting sadly on a mushroom. His clothes were a kaleidoscope of colors, but his face was clouded with sadness. Seeing this, Lila hopped up to him and asked, "Mr. Clown, why are you so sad? Your outfit is beautiful, and this land seems so cheerful. Why aren't you smiling?" The clown looked up and sighed. "Oh, little bunny, you've stumbled upon a most unfortunate predicament. My precious hat with the feather of laughter has gone missing. Without it, I cannot make the people around me laugh, and this land, which was once filled with joy and merriment, has grown strangely silent. The animals have stopped dancing, the flowers have wilted, and even the hills have lost their happy tunes. It's all because I misplaced my hat somewhere in this land, and without its magic, I'm just a regular old clown." Lila felt a pang of sympathy for the clown. She knew how important it was to make others happy and how it could turn even the gloomiest day into a celebration. So she told the clown, "Don't worry, Mr. Clown, I'll help you find your hat. Together, we'll bring back the laughter to this land." The clown's face lit up with gratitude. "Oh, thank you, kind Lila. If you find my hat, I will be eternally grateful. And who knows, maybe you'll find some adventure along the way." And with that, he handed Lila a map leading to the candy forest, where their magical adventure was about to begin. The candy forest was just as enchanting as its name suggested. Lila hopped past lollipop flowers and candy cane bushes, and even saw a waterfall made of chocolate coins cascading down a rock. But amidst the sugary sights, she couldn't shake off the feeling that something was missing, like the sweet melody that should have accompanied this delightful place. Suddenly, the ground beneath her began to bounce and jiggle, and when Lila looked up, she saw that she was standing on a bouncing marshmallow cloud. Taking a deep breath, she jumped up and down, feeling like she was floating on air, and when she landed, she saw footprints that looked just like her own. Following them, she soon came to a rushing river filled with giggles. Its current was so strong that it was impossible to cross. But looking around, she spotted a log that looked like it might reach the other side. Carefully stepping onto the log, Lila began to cross the river, and with each step, the log wobbled precariously. Just when she thought she would lose her balance and fall into the giggling waters, she scrambled onto the bank on the other side. Shaking off her fright, Lila continued on her quest, determined to bring back the laughter to this magical land. After walking for a while, she came across a sign pointing towards the sky swirl where the mischievous wind liked to play. Remembering the clown's hat had been carried away by the wind, Lila decided to visit the sky swirl and see if she could find any clues. As she approached the sky swirl, she gasped in awe at its playful energy. Lila carefully crept closer to the edge of the whirlwind, peering inside, hoping to catch a glimpse of the missing hat. Suddenly, to her surprise, the hat popped out of the swirling vortex, caught on a nearby branch high above her head. Relief washed over her, and with renewed determination, she set off to find a way to reach the hat. Looking around, she spotted a tree with sparkling branches that reached towards the sky. Maybe if she could climb that tree, she might be able to retrieve the hat from the playful wind's swirl. With newfound hope, Lila began to climb. As she ascended higher and higher, the tree shimmered and sparkled, making Lila feel like she was climbing a magical stairway to the clouds. Finally, after what felt like ages, she reached a branch that extended right up to the hat. Carefully reaching out, she grabbed the hat and held it tightly as she climbed down the tree. Once Lila had the hat in her paws, she raced back to the clearing where she had met the clown. The moment he saw the hat, a wide grin spread across his face. "Lila, you found it! You found my precious hat! Oh, I'm so happy! Now, I can make everyone laugh!" Again, as the clown put on the hat, the feather of laughter glowed with a brilliant light, bathing the clearing in a warm, joyful glow. And in an instant, laughter echoed once more throughout the land. The animals began dancing again, the flowers bloomed in vibrant colors, and the hills hummed with merry tunes. The clown was overjoyed. "Thank you, Lila, because of your bravery and kindness. This land is filled with happiness. Once more, you are a true friend, and I don't know how I can ever repay you." Lila blushed at the clown's words. "Oh, it was my pleasure, Mr. Clown. I'm just glad I could help." Then, waving goodbye to the clown and all the happy creatures of the land, Lila crossed the rainbow bridge once more. As she hopped along, she could still hear the sound of laughter echoing in her heart, reminding her of the joy she had brought back to the magical land. When she returned to her meadow, everything seemed a little brighter, a little more cheerful, and Lila knew that the adventure she had shared with the clown had changed her in some small way. From that day on, whenever Lila looked up at the sky and saw the rainbow bridge, she remembered the magical land, the clown, and the importance of friendship and kindness. And sometimes, when the world seemed a little too serious or a little too gray, she would close her eyes, take a deep breath, and remember the laughter that echoed in her heart. The ends. Hey there, future creators. Do you want to learn how to draw adorable characters like Lila? Then grab your pencils and get ready to unleash your creativity. Each lesson is like a fun game that lets your drawing skills grow. So join today and let the learning adventure begin.